to this game between Cameroon and Mozambique, which is a classification and a battle for 5th place here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025 inside the Palais des Sports in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. It is a day that is the penultimate day here, and we've already seen Côte d'Ivoire finish as 7th, Uganda as 8th in this 29th edition of the continental competition before we go into the semi-finals. Asha Komgesha here, and with me, two-time African champion with Nigeria, Ife Ibekwe.
I am so excited to be here seeing these two teams play again. Last AfroBasket 2023, Mozambique and Cameroon again for 5th and 6th place, but this year in Côte d'Ivoire, they will battle again for the same opportunity to get one up from Mozambique.
The Pearls of the Indian Ocean would have loved to go to the semi-finals and battle for the continental crown here, but they find themselves with yet another opportunity to show what they can do on the African continent. And of course, looking at these players yesterday, we saw them defeat Uganda to make sure that they enter this classification game and an opportunity to finish the highest as possible after missing out on the last 4. And on the other side, the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon, a 3-2 record here. They started their journey with that 7-point win against South Sudan and fell to Mali, but turned things around by defeating Angola in the qualifier for the quarterfinals. But they fell to the defending champions Nigeria, 83-47 in the quarterfinals, and find themselves here with another opportunity to see if they can savor their campaign.
Both teams know what it takes to get to this place, as they were in the same position in the 2023 Women's AfroBasket, and it's going to be a great game.
It is the battle between Pearls and Lionesses, but we'll go through the match proceedings here with the national anthems before we get started.
Cameroon. Merci, salutations.
A moment of pride for both of these teams to represent their nations here at the biggest stage of African basketball, as we see the usual coaches and player handshakes before the game.
These two teams are ready for this game. You saw their energy while they were warming up. Both teams, as they're no stranger to each other, as they met 2 years ago in the same position in the 2023 Women's AfroBasket in Rwanda. And we're just excited for this game to start.
Well, as we look at the referees here of this game, Mikel Manist from Estonia, Fanta Toure from Mali, and Eric Otieno from Kenya. Three great officials with so much experience on the continent, beyond the continent in Africa, as the teams get a feel of what comes ahead here for them. Leah Donge played her first FIBA Women's AfroBasket competition in 2009. This is her 7th appearance at the continent, and one of the leaders of this team, Jessica Thomas, on the other side. Very important for Cameroon from the backcourt.
We're just so excited to say the same thing. We just see both teams coming, and there's a calmness in this gym as we see the starting five.
Starting five here for Mozambique: Silvia Veloso, Ingvild Mukaro, Leah Donge, Stefana Chiziane, and Hulda Joachim, who gets her second start here in Abidjan.
6 returners from Mozambique here to battle in the classification round for 5th and 6th place.
Nasir Saleh, 4-time African champion in the interclub competitions there, a legend of Mozambican basketball. He would have wanted to go and fight for the title in this edition of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket, but he'll have to fight for 5th place. For Cameroon, Jolie Beleka, Jessica Thomas, Dulcie Fankam, Marina Ewodo, the captain of the Indomitable Lionesses, joined by Karine Silata in the starting five.
A team that plays well together. When 4 players are in double digits, they end up winning. Let's talk about the road to how they got here. Cameroon won against South Sudan, Angola, and Cote d'Ivoire. Lost to Mali and Nigeria. 3 wins and 2 losses in this tournament.
And their coach, Ahmed Mbombonjoya, who was in charge in 2021 when they played at home in Yaoundé. Tried to go to the final, but were able to get to the semifinals, as we see Clarisse Mashangwana, the great Clarisse Mashangwana, former WNBA player, champion with Mozambique on the continent in African Games. Just here courtside, not so far from where we're sitting, enjoying the warm-up.
And for Mozambique, the way that they got here were 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 against Rwanda, Guinea, and Uganda, and lost to Nigeria and Mali as they make their way clapping and ready for this game.
You can hear the sound there, Vamos, as they try to get into game mode here. Ifi, what are your expectations in this matchup?
Well, as I said, for Cameroon, when 4 players are in double digits, they have won in this game. And when they get to the free throw lines 10 or more times, it gives them a great opportunity to lead the way.
Je crois que c'est la 24 l'intérieur. Et Joe, tu as la 23. OK, 23 shooteuses. Fais gaffe. OK. Oh, we run, first play, we run, we play. 1. GT, you have the ball here. OK. Karine, t'es là. Tu viens faire, Joe, tu viens faire écran à GT.
Tá? Bloqueio do ressalto ofensivo e defensivo. Temos que ter posse de bola. Muito mais vezes, tá bem? Fugir nos bloqueios diretos. Vamos lá, equipe. Trend-off de início. Vamos, equipa. 2 minutos.
Well, there you have the leader of this Mozambican team, Leah Donge.
Leah is leading her team in point and rebounds as we see her come onto the court, and Jessica Thomas is leading Cameroon with 17 points in this tournament and assist 4 for 6.
Game face on here for Jessica Thomas. She's ready. It's going to be a good matchup there with Veloso, who we've seen consistently lead the charge from the backcourt here for Mozambique. Here we go. Tip-off in this classification game between Cameroon and Mozambique. Veloso, Silvia Veloso finds Joachim. Stefania Chiziane, she started all games here for Mozambique in this edition. Finds her way to the bucket. Hulda Joachim with the rebound, and Cameroon save it.
We know that this is going to be a tough game, as we've seen through this whole tournament. Great pass from Jessica Thomas too.
Fancam, it always will be that battle between Lea Donge and Dulcie Fancam as she heads to the free throw line for the first opportunity here for Cameroon to score.
Fancam dive into the basket hard on this play for Cameroon.
The foul goes to Ingvild Mukauro. Dulcie Fancam makes it count here for Cameroon, 2 for 2, and they lead with a 2-point game. Veloso finds Hulda Joachim. Cameroon with the pressure. Ingvild Mukauro attempts the three. Donga with the rebound. Finds Mukauro on the baseline. There's a tussle for the ball there with Ewodo.
First of many bodies flying in this game as the battle for 5th and 6th place is here.
An opportunity now for Cameroon to extend their lead. The captain, Ewodo, with the inbound. Jessica Thomas. Stefania Chiziane keeps her within distance there. Beleka finds Ewodo on the baseline for the three-pointer. First tech, first three. Cameroon up to 5 points now.
Ewodo had 3 of 4 three-point shots in their game against Cote d'Ivoire yesterday.
Mozambique looking for their fast points here. Veloso with the three-point attempt. Rebound picked up by Dulcie Fancam. Beleka. Silatsa. Back to Beleka. Fine Fancam. She'll take on Lea Donge and gets the bucket.
That's a great move from Fancam, going directly at the captain from Mozambique to get 4 points in today's game.
The indomitable Lionesses doing everything possible here to start off with good rhythm. Lea Donge now from the outside. They miss again here. And there's so much going on inside the paint. Dulcie Fancam with that turnaround over Lea Donge, gets one over her. Nice touch there with her right hand.
Fancam had 12 points and 10 rebounds in yesterday's game, and she's going to continue as she's already started, leading the way with 4 points.
Ewodo finds Fancam. Now for the jumper there, inside. Contention there from Lea Donge, and that should be a matchup to keep an eye on.
Yeah, you see Salatsa starting for Cameroon because Efa is hurt on the bench, as she is not coming to play this game because of her injury yesterday. So Salatsa will definitely, one of the veteran players for Cameroon, step up as she is needed for this game.
Veloso, Hulda Joachim, air ball. Communication there from Coach Nasir Saleh to Mozambique to just keep pushing. Silvia Veloso, ball is tapped away. Good hands there from Ewodo.
This is great energy from Cameroon starting off this game. when they start off a game with energy and high intensity, they usually win, but it's when they have that sluggish start is where they battle and got an L in this tournament.
Stefani Chiziane struggling there against the long hands of Ewodo. Marina Ewodo. Silvia Veloso finds infield Mukaro. Chiziane looks at the bucket, tries to go for the three, but drives in, and there's a foul. Second team foul here for Cameroon, goes to Beleka.
Stephanie Chizani is doing exactly what she's been doing all tournament long, and that's being aggressive. In yesterday's game, she had 16 points and 3 assists, and she is just tremendous at getting those fouls, getting buckets for her team, and leading the way.
Stefani Chiziane with the first 2 points here for Mozambique. They can finally breathe inside 3 minutes of the game. Beleka finds Jessica Thomas. Silatsa with the screen, goes away. They're trying to work their way here, Cameroon, with patience, but the clock is ticking. Beleka, second three-pointer here for Cameroon. Boom! And then we have a splash there for the indomitable Lions.
That play was drawn up for her. You saw her come off 2 double screens for that three-point shot.
Cameroon are doing the right thing on defense and on offense here. Pressure on Mukaro from Jessica Thomas. Tries to get the ball to Hulda Joachim, but it was a little bit ambitious there.
I think Mozambique just has to be patient on offense, get the ball inside, play through Leah Donge's hands or Chizani's attack, and get something moving that's like more fluid.
Yeah. Jessica Thomas calmly finds Dulcie Van Kam, but the ball is stripped away by Mukaro. But they lose it on the other side. Silatsa finds Van Kam, takes on Leah Donge, tries to turn. Good defense there from Mozambique. Marina Ewodo with the third three-pointer here for Cameroon, and this time from the best line.
She's 2 for 2. Came to shoot the captain, Ewodo, having and averaging 6.8 games in this tournament, and now she has 6 points for Cameroon.
It is the perfect start here for Cameroon, but look at the way Beleka finds her on the best line. There was not much of defense there from Mozambique. By the time Hulda Joachim showed up, she had already stretched her hands, and it was all net for Cameroon.
A número 14 já lançou 2 vezes, com 2 flancos abertos. Mais contacto de defesa, mais próximo dos homens. Este bloqueio aqui, neste zíper aqui dentro. Atenção, avisar o bloqueio e abrir espaço. A bola está deste lado, para que ela faça o terceiro homem. Se vamos andar em carrossel para cima, está a ficar distante da bola. Sofremos um triplo aqui. Comunicação na defesa. Comunicação na defesa. Toque, ok? Vamos. Bloqueio direto. Com squeeze agora, tá? Vem nas costas. Vamos lá. Bora.
There you hear it from Coach Nasir Saleh. He wants the Mozambican players to continue communicating. They need to put pressure on the ball every time that Cameroon have it, and they'll see if they can execute on this possession.
Yeah, he was saying attack, attack, attack. And so we'll see if they come out and execute and run their plays and get the ball inside the paint to put some points on the board.
Veloso takes on Jessica Thomas. Pressure on the ball here. Leah Donge finds Mukaro. Mozambique studying the paint. Stefani Chiziane finds Mukaro. There's a shot clock violation as she misses the attempt.
That was a good offensive movement for Mozambique. They just couldn't connect.
Cameroon with the patience. Beleka with another three-point attempt here. Silatsa picks up the ball. Eduardo. Beleka. Ball is stripped away here by Mozambique. Veloso finds Chiziane. Lea Donge goes on the inside. Hulda Joaquin with the three-point attempt there. Picked up by Eduardo. The Lionesses of Cameroon here. Jessica Thomas finds Eduardo this time on the right for the three-point attempt. Just rattles off the rim there.
Good defensive sequence for Mozambique.
Stefani Chiziane with yet another attempt there for Mozambique. It's a change on the floor as Hulda Joaquin goes to the bench there, replaced by Chanaya Pinto. Early change to see if they can turn things around here. Dulcie Fancam to Jessica Thomas on top of the key from the right, and it is a fourth three-pointer here for Cameroon in the first quarter.
Even though Mozambique changed their defense, they leave Jessica Thomas wide open on that three-point play as she drills that three-point shot.
Sharp shooting here from Cameroon as they take a 14-point lead here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And on the other side, great reaction there from Stefania Chiziane as she gets her first three-pointer in this game. Cameroon. Eduardo drives on the inside with the jumper. Dulcie Fancam with the rebound. Beleka.
Those are great offensive rebounds from Cameroon. They just couldn't connect, but Mozambique has to play a little bit more tighter defense when they go down.
Lea Donge, the ball comes off the board. Just 5 points here scored in 7 minutes and a half for Mozambique. Beleka tries to find Fancam. The defense is tight. Fancam against Lea Donge. She loses the ball.
That's a good matchup to watch this game. Fancam from Cameroon and Lea Donge from Mozambique, as both teams played 5 games in this tournament. And right now we see Chizani shoot her three-point shot as she is the leader with 5 points for Mozambique.
She received that ball from the right, squared up, and did the right thing from range. Sylvia Veloso here now. Chiziane once again hits the ring, comes off. Cameroon will restart. Jessica Thomas with another three-pointer. Wow, this is absolutely incredible shooting from Cameroon. They are on fire from range here.
She started off the game early, lighting it up. 2 for 2 at the three-point line. Yesterday, she was 7 for 11. We know that she can shoot. We know that she is a sharpshooter, so Mozambique definitely needs to know where she is at all times and put a hand in her face, but
they're doing a good job here, Cameroon. They're locked in. You can see their body language. Jessica Thomas once again. The rebound goes to Chanaya Pinto. Down the lane. Mukauro, Lea Donge. They must react here, Mozambique. They find Stefani Chiziane. The ball hits the rim and comes off.
They are playing into the hands of Cameroon. Cameroon's defense is really rattling Mozambique's offense.
14-point difference here. Silatsa finds Jessica Thomas on the best line, and there's no one to pick up that rebound there for Cameroon.
Mozambique definitely has to pick it up on the defensive end.
Ingvild Mukauro attacking the paint there. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line here. More changes for Mozambique as Lea Donge comes off. and we see the contact. Marina Ewordo goes off as well, and in comes Meva Mfono. 6 points, all of them from the three-point line for Marina Ewordo. Ingvild Mokaro connects and becomes the second Mozambican player here to score points after Stefani Chiziane's 5.
The keys to the game for Mozambique starts with defense. How tough will they play defense, and boxing out to get those defensive rebounds is something that they need to focus on.
Kipo. Beleka. Fono, Beleka, Kipo attempts her own three-pointer there. That's 11 attempts from the three-point line there for Cameroon. And they've converted 5 of those. Not bad in terms of percentages.
Exactly, it's not. But if Mozambique is going to be in that zone, they need to be able to move fast side to side from one end to the other to get their hands up on that three-point shot, because 11 attempts in the first quarter is a lot. But kudos to Cameroon for making 5 out of 11.
Zita tries to go to the basket there. Contact from Silatsa helps her up. Good sportswomanship there.
I think this is the key for Mozambique, is not just to settle for jump shots, but to attack the basket, because when they have always gotten to the free throw line. So they can continue that as time goes by.
Mozambique 4 for 4 on the free throw line here today. Ingvild Mokaro with 2 of those, Stefania Chiziane with 2. So Zita will be trying to make sure that she makes it count. And she misses. Incredible commentator's blessing. 12-point game here. Zita makes the second one. Mozambique up to 8. Seconds to go.
Again, Mozambique still in that 2-3 defense.
Tiachu finds Beleka. Top of the key. Jessica Thomas drives on the inside. Uses her elevation there. It doesn't work, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Cameroon 19, 8 for Mozambique after the first period here. Intense and almost one-sided. Well, there you have it, the numbers. 2 for 2 for the free throws for Cameroon, 5 for 6 for Mozambique. But the difference here has been the 5 three-pointers for Cameroon that have stood out here in this first quarter. Sharp shooting from the indomitable Lionesses.
That's what's kept them in the game, was that three-point shot. And you see right here, Beleka attacking the basket and kicking it out to Iwodu for one of her 2 threes. And here, Fancap just doing the work early for position and laying it up against Lea Donge. And again, the three-point shooting for Cameroon has really been on point this game so far.
Dulcie Fancap using her length and size there, but Beleka finding Ewordo on the left side this time for the 3-point there. It is celebration on the bench for the indomitable Lionesses, but Stefani Chiziane was able to react on the other side of the court, and Jessica really continuing to add to that Cameroonian offense that has been remarkable so far.
The way that they've come to play in today's game has really showed their efforts.
You can download the Courtside 1891 app and or scan the screen on your the QR code on your screen for extended highlights, live scores, and everything happening in the FIBA family, including what's going on here in Abidjan at the 29th edition of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. Here we go, underway for the second quarter between Cameroon and Mozambique. On the floor, Zita, Mukauro, Pinto, Cavani, and Chiziane, the leader from the backcourt of this team. She finds Cavani, misses the opportunity there to make her fast points.
Oh, that was a good ball movement for Mozambique, but Cavani just couldn't connect as she goes up strong. But again, Mozambique still in that 2-3 zone, trying to have the ball from Cameroon outside of the paint.
Marina Ewordo, Fankam, Tianchu. 12th attempt there from the three-point line for Cameroon. Jessica Thomas finds Marina Ewordo once again. Beautiful finish there from the corner for the captain of this Cameroonian side.
As a captain, she is 3 for 4 on the three-point line, and she's leading the way with 9 points in the second quarter.
She's come alive here, Marina Ewordo. Vilma Cavani fouled, and there will be shooting to Fankam, found guilty inside the paint.
What a strong take from Cavani going against Fankam, and draws the foul as she slaps the floor because she's upset that she didn't score, but she's rewarded 2 free throws.
She misses the first one. It is an air ball, quite surprising.
Players have 10 seconds to take their time and gather themselves before shooting a free throw.
Easier said than done, as you can see here, Iffy.
I mean, I took off my 10 seconds when I was there, but I definitely understand the frustration against Mozambique as Cameroon leads 22-8 in the second quarter.
Marina Ewordo, Jessica Thomas, the ball comes back to Ewordo, sends it to Tianchu, looks for options. Fankam in there, she's swatted away. Zita here. Mozambique looking for double digits on the board. Chanaya Pinto tries to use the best line. She sees a mismatch, uses it well over Jessica Thomas.
Great to see that mismatch as she goes back to the basket and elevates up over Jessica Thomas. And this is her first point of the game.
12-point game here. Jessica Thomas finds Marina Ewordo. Wow, she's on fire from behind the arc. Marina Ewordo.
The captain was on that team in the 2023 where Mozambique beat Cameroon for the 5th and 6th place. So she probably has a chip on her shoulder wanting to defeat Mozambique in this game.
In 12 minutes of playtime in this game, Ewordo has already surpassed her highest count on points in this tournament. As Jessica Thomas goes to the ground, Ewordo picks up the ball and Mozambique managed to get it back. There's a foul from Tianchu there on Chanaya Pinto.
Sometimes those are actually good fouls in order to stop the flow of a fast break. You want to stop and get a foul, and that's exactly what Chinu did, so that her team can come back on defense, set up defense in a half court, and not allow an easy basket for Mozambique.
25 points for Cameroon, 10 for Mozambique. Lea Donge is back on the floor as Stefania Chiziane takes a break. And on the other side, Meiva Mfono will take a break there as well. The referee just trying to make sure that he's on the same page with Coach Ahmed Mbombonjoya. Zita, Mozambique. We need to score. 7 3-pointers for Cameroon in this game before the halftime break. 1 for 9 for Mozambique. Chanaya Pinto with the 10th attempt here for Mozambique, and they lose the ball.
Mozambique needs to go back to the rhythm where they either got the ball inside to Gavane or Lea Donge, or their guards attacking the basket and making something flow on the offense. Setting up and shooting threes is not exactly what they need to get into this game.
Silata, Jessica Thomas. That almost scared Mozambique. Ingvild Mukaro looks at her options, tries to go up. Is contact.
Exactly what they need to do to get that flow is attacking the basket and not settling for jump shots, as we see Mukaru going strong and getting the foul.
Ingvild Mukaro, one of the leaders of this team. 2 personal fouls for Marina Eordo. And Mukaro continues being perfect on the free throw line. She misses the second.
I think next time.
Yeah, next time I will not say anything. I will not say anything. Jessica Thomas trying to get the ball to Eordo, but there's an interception there from Ingvild Mukaro. Before this game, she registered 15 steals, and same number for Silvia Veloso. So 2 Mozambican players with 30 steals, a joint top in tournament play.
We saw Iwodu go to the bench because she has 2 fouls. She's leading the way with 12 points for Cameroon.
Good defense there from Mozambique. They give themselves an opportunity to continue turning things around here. 14-point game. And 2 personal fouls for Dulcie Fancam. Zita tries to square up. Chanaya Pinto looks at her options, turns around, makes it count.
That's a great, strong back to the basket from Pinto, who always finds a way to contribute coming off of that bench. So look for her to continue to take it to the basket in this game.
Fancam. Beleka, wow, 8 3-pointers here for Cameroon before the halftime break in just 15 minutes of playing time. But look at the way Dulcie Fancam finds Beleka on the left side, almost same place as where Marina Eordo managed to connect earlier for the 2 threes.
If I was Mozambique, I would get out of that zone because Cameroon has showed that they came to play on that 3-point line today.
They know how to destroy that zone, and it's really working for them. Good defense there from Silatsa. Lea Donge loses the ball. Beleka. Fancam. Ball stolen here by Chanaya Pinto. Down the lane. Gives it to Zita. Easy 2 points there for Mozambique.
And Pinto had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists as she leads the way with 2 assists in this game. Just coming off that bench and bringing some energy for Mozambique.
Flo Maestro for her team. Good hands there from Silatsa. And Fancam just can't get her hands on the ball.
Mozambique picking up their energy slowly but surely, but it all started with Pinto getting that steal, running the fast break, dishing it off to Zita for a 2-point basket. And that is the energy that she brings to this team coming off the bench.
They've done a better job in this second quarter here, Mozambique. Ingvild looks at her options inside. Rebound is taken by Damaris Emedi. And yet another missed opportunity here. 15 defensive rebounds for Cameroon so far in this game.
Again, you see Pinto trying to make a defensive play, but ends up getting the foul as Cameroon is taking out the ball on the side.
Jessica Thomas. Wow, the ball just literally negotiated with the hoop and came off. Mozambique will be thankful. Zita. There's a block there. Very timely for Emedi. Tienshu. Silatsa finds Emedi inside the bucket, and there's nothing that the Mozambican defense could do there.
Just a great offensive play as Emedi has 2 points for Cameroon.
Yeah, she gets her first points in this game. Zita finds Shania Pinto, but the ball and the pass is just so strong for her to get her hand on. 30 points for Cameroon, 15 for Mozambique, but the pass there, the bounce pass from Silatsa to find Emedi inside the paint, clear of the Mozambican defense, just great to see as she gets her first points in this game.
Bola cá dentro, cantar vantagem dentro. Jump walk dentro. Se há linhas de passe, vamos criar o kick. Se não, a rotação. E nem sempre a rotação do lado de onde vens. Não, continua. Continua o jump walk com o pé de apoio para dentro. As penetrações que a gente faz, temos que meter ponto. Temos que meter ponto. Tá? Continuamos a perder o jogo no ataque e não na defesa. As permutas que fizemos no homem-homem zona, alguma coisa resultar. Vamos saltar outra vez no homem-homem dentro. Bloqueio, passagem dentro, squeeze, ok? Vamos lá, bora!
Look at that beautiful shot there from the incredible Marina Ewodo. Captain, fantastic. She can shoot from the left, she can shoot from the right, she can shoot through the center, and she's just really been a standout player for Cameroon. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 80% from the three-point line.
One of the veterans for Cameroon. She's long and she's lean and she's very versatile. So she came to play today and she leads the way with 12 points and 5 rebounds.
A 15-point lead here for the indomitable Lionesses. Silatsa under the rim. 3 Mozambican players, they get the rebound thanks to Leah Donge.
Since Mozambique has been in a man-to-man defense or woman-to-woman defense, they have made it very hard for Cameroon to score.
Angel Mukaro, Donge takes on Silatsa, goes for the jumper and makes it count.
Oh, what an amazing move for Leah Donge as she gets her first basket in this of the game in the second quarter.
Cameroon straight to the basket there with a reverse layup. Tienshu.
Great attack from Tienshu as she comes off the bench, giving some energy for Cameroon.
Zita finds Donge. Donge once again against Silatsa. There's a Cameroonian wall. And she gets the scraps of that, gets the 2 points as well.
A way to not give up on that play as Leah Donge leads with 4 points.
Emedi. Beleka. Goes for the jumper. Rebound picked up by Emedi. She steps on the line. Coach Nasser Saleh will make 2 extra changes. Veloso and Stefani Chiziane will come back up, but Leah Donge with the turnaround there against Silatsa. 1-leg jumper and the swish.
Sorry. I think Mozambique needs to take advantage of the 3 small guards on Cameroon right now. They should be posting up, but Mukaru just went to the bench as that would have been a good mismatch in that position.
Zita finds Shania Pinto. Pinto blocked there by Emedi. Cameroon will reset on the other side. Jessica Thomas testing the grounds there. Beleka scans the paint. Goes through the middle. And she gets the extra 2 points there for Cameroon.
She played amazing in the game yesterday as she just was dominant in that position, and Beleka has 8 points in today's game.
Mozambique They regain the ball. That frustration there on the face of Silatsa. She's really one of the go-to players here on defense, but look at the defense that she plays there. Gets the steal, always involved on that side. Jessica Thomas. Wow, it is flying three-pointers here for Cameroon. They connect once again, and the hit map looks good for Cameroon. Lea Donge attempts one herself to react, but there's no one there to pick up the ball. Less than a minute to go. Emedi takes on Chiziane. Veloso with the rebound. Lea Donge again up against the Cameroonian pair. Zita, good rebound there from Silatsa.
Great memento for Cameroon and Mozambique in this game as they're trying to run fast on the offensive end, but sometimes it's okay to just bring the ball up slowly, run the play as they try to put some points on the board to close this gap.
Well, Janaya Pinto able to connect to that Stefani Chiziane pass. It was too high for her. She tries to stretch, but didn't get it. 4 of 5 threes here for Cameroon in this second quarter. None for Mozambique. Jessica Thomas. Ball is swatted away by Pinto, but Beleka almost gets that buzzer. It would have definitely made the news here. And that brings us to halftime. Cameroon 37-19 for Mozambique at the halftime break.
Cameroon definitely came to play in this game as they lead 37-19. Mozambique down 18 points. As we take a look at the statistics of the game, Mozambique 33 from the 2, but 53% from the three-point line for Cameroon. And you see here the rebounds, 23 to Mozambique's 18. 11 assists for Cameroon as they're facilitating and passing the ball and playing good team basketball.
Sharp shooting there from Marina Ewodo, the captain of Cameroon, with 12 points, all of them from behind the arc. 9 for Jessica Thomas, Beleka with the 8. And for Mozambique, it's been Stefani Chiziane with the 5. Well, let's look back at all of the action. Ewodo from the baseline once again defeats the Mozambican defense, but the turnaround there from Chanaya Pinto to beat the mismatch against Thomas was what kept Mozambique alive here.
Yeah, and you see Ewodo just spotting up on that three-point line and doing what she does best, and that is shooting the 3 at a high percentage. You see Silatsa attacking it, passing it to Fan Camp, who sees Beleka on the three-point line, and Cameroon is just playing amazing basket as they have 11 assists as a team.
It's been good game reading here from Cameroon. They've realized that their shooting is right on point. They've managed to connect 9 times, but on the other side, Emedi, good hands and game awareness inside the paint to get those 2 points. Lea Donge finding her fast points in this game, just being able to use her size, but with that one-legged attempt, made her count go up to an impressive 4 points already in the game. But Tian Chu with that backhanded reverse layup to check the Mozambican defense. It is halftime, and we'll take that break.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Thomas crosses, pass to Van Kamp. That is fantastic play by Cameroon.
Mozambique looking to match the Mali energy. Chiziane with the backhanded basket.
What an amazing move. She fakes left and drives right and twists her body for that basket.
The indomitable Lionesses. Thomas, no look pass. The water sent out of bounds by Balagoon.
Once again, get another rebound. 8 rebounds for them already. Dembele with another turnaround, big flare, and it's up to 8 points.
They have a lot of offensive firepower. New shot sent back. McCoy rescues the possession. McCoy! She drops it in. And she'll pick up the 2, a chance for the and 1.
That was a great move to the basket.
Looking to work here, Dew. Shot clock down to 1. And there is some defense from Nancy Combi. Sends it out.
Finds Dembele on the outside. We get the rebound here. Sierra Chono. Geneva Jai. Wow. Beautifully done. Ice in her veins, and that's a dagger from the captain of this Malian team.
Tries another runner. That one for Tamira. Pitches it ahead, send it, fakes. It's blocked and sent back. Sahi comes back on the chase down.
That is Sahi's 4th block in this game. She's been very remarkable on defense for Côte d'Ivoire. That's the perfect reaction from Senegal.
Quickly up and down the floor. See the work on the defensive end again. Trying to find Kulu inside. Now it is Kello, fancy footwork. Oh, puts her in a spin and drops in the 2 points.
That would be a great move for Ekelu right now. As you see, she takes a Bugat and spins and gets the layup and an and 1.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
Welcome back from that break. It's been Cameroon at every corner in this game, but let's look at Stefani Chiziane and how important she's been for Mozambique.
She is the scorer that contributed the first 5 points to Mozambique. One was her outstanding 3-point shot, as we've seen on the screen, and the other was her take and aggressiveness to the basket as she leads the way for Mozambique.
She's come to the party here from the backcourt, just Veloso finding her on top of the key. The screen there from Lea Donge and she had an extra second on Beleka to square up, take that three-pointer, and just keep Mozambique in this game. But on the other side for Cameroon, it's been the captain fantastic, Marina Ewodo, 12 points, and all of them coming from behind the arc.
She's been playing amazing, 4 for 5 on the three-point line, and add 5 rebounds to the start of her game as you see Beleka diving to the basket and passing the ball to Ewodo on the three-point line. And you never want to help ball side on a shooter, but time and time again, that's the mistake Mozambique has done defensively, as Edu will always have been in a great position, great percentage today, and is knocking down her three-point shot.
It's come down to Mozambique setting up a zonal defense, and Cameroon have made light work of it with 9 three-pointers, and 4 of them from the captain herself, from the right side, from the best line. And with that baby look-like face, she is destroying Mozambique at the halftime break. Jessica Thomas, 9 points here, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, and locked in, continuing to help this Cameroonian side and growing with the indomitable Lionesses. And you can see Cameroon just trying out those free throws, because at the halftime break, just one player, Dulcie Fankam, has been to the charity line, 2 for 2. And here are the team leaders for Cameroon. 12 points for Ewodo, 5 rebounds for the captain, and Jessica Thomas with the 4 assists.
Cameroon needs to continue to play aggressive as they did in the first half, where they were attacking the basket, they were dishing it out, having 11 assists, facilitating the ball. As you see captain here, Ewodo with 12 points, leading her team as they start and warm up in this second half. And we've seen so many things, even the first game against Cote d'Ivoire and Uganda, where Cote d'Ivoire was leading by plus 23 points and ended up just winning by 6. So you never know in this game of basketball, and the highs and lows. So Cameroon keep their energy, but Mozambique put the pedal to the metal, as Chizani has 5 points, Leah Donge has 3 rebounds, and Veloso with 1 assist. And in totality, they only have 3 assists, so you know they're not really sharing the ball or getting their rhythm on offense. So we want to see that going in to the second half. And as they've been playing amazing this tournament, both teams, 3 wins, 2 losses, so they understand what's at stake, the classification round for 5th and 6th place.
5 points for Stefania Chiziane. She's been a great addition to this Mozambican side, especially in the absence of Annabella Cosa, who's their star shooter, and her percentages have shown that over the last decade. She's nursing a hand injury and was unable to join this team after getting fouled in a friendly game 2 days before the team left Mozambique. But here they are, Mozambique, fighting for national pride. They'll have to look deep into their love for this game to stay alive. But these young fans enjoying all of the action here as we see the pearls of the Indian Ocean going through the proceedings before the game on the free throw line.
Mozambique has 20 minutes to fight their way back into this game. Hopefully they have some contributions from Captain Leah Donge when she only has 4 points and 2 rebounds. They need to go inside the paint. They're doing a tremendous job getting to their free throw line, as they've been 6 out of 10 times, and just bringing that energy in this game.
Mozambique, they've been a mainstay on the African continent, and went to the final in 1986, in 2003, in 2023. They are also three-time bronze medalists in 1990, 1993, and 2005.
And the road to this classification for 5th and 6th place, Cameroon has wins of South Sudan, Angola, and Cote d'Ivoire, and they lost to Mali and Nigeria. And for Mozambique, they won Rwanda, Guinea, and Uganda, and took losses to Nigeria and Mali, as both teams have played 3 games, won 3 games, and lost 2, and battling to the last possession with 20 more minutes left in this classification game for 5th and 6th place.
Ils vont commencer par vous agresser d'entrée. Parce que là, c'est leur seul moyen de revenir, c'est de générer de l'agressivité. Nous, il faut qu'on réponde à cette agressivité-là, ok? On est prêt à ça. Hey, GT, first play, you're gonna play. Listen up, écoutez bien. We're gonna play bingo, ok? Karine, t'es ici. Joe, t'es là. Joe, tu lui fais écran. Karine, tu viens comme si tu allais faire écran. Tu fais go screen, tu pars tout de suite. Dulcie, tu viens poser l'écran.
Well, there it is. You can download the Courtside 1891 app or scan the QR code on your screen to get live streams, schedules, and scores of everything happening around the world in the FIBA family. Now both of these teams come back to the court. Mozambique without Carla Covane, who's averaged 9.5 points, 5 rebounds, 0.3 assists, and a very key player of theirs inside the paint. We're underway now with the 3rd quarter here. Cameroon looking to extend that lead. Dulcie Fancam hits the board so hard and the ball comes off.
Oh, that was a good move. As we heard the Cameroon coach say, stay focused, stay locked in as they continue this lead.
Mozambique. Tiziane, Veloso. Hulda Joachim with the right connection there from that break.
Oh, that's a good basket that's needed for Mozambique, as that is her first basket of the game.
Hulda Joachim, who's come through the under-18s here for Mozambique and playing her first senior tournament. Jessica Thomas through the middle, those acres of space, and she made it count.
And that started from the double high screens from Fancam and Salatsa for Jessica Thomas to be wide open while she attacks the basket.
Up to 11 points there, Jessica Thomas. Veloso, great off the screen there and makes it count for Mozambique. Her first points of this game. Cameroon, once again, Jessica Thomas this time. Eduardo with her long hands tries to get the rebound, but Ingvild Mokaro makes it count there for Mozambique. Mokaro through the middle, finds Lea Donge, stretches her arm, and Fancam gets the rebound.
Still no offensive movement for Mozambique. They're settling for jump shots, but hopefully they can settle down. And a great defense from Veloso as she steals the ball.
15 points difference here. Stefani Chiziane this time from the right, and she connects. That's the second three-pointer here for Mozambique in the 3rd quarter.
She was the player that had the first 5 points for Mozambique. As you see here, Veloso stealing the ball and Chizani scoring that bucket. Another 3-point basket for her.
Marina Eduardo finds Fancam. Fancam up against Lea Donge. Twists and turns on the best line. Bucket and foul.
And that was one of the matchups we talked about early in this game. Lea Donge on Mozambique versus Fancam on Cameroon. As they've been battling back to back on offensive plays. As you can see, Fancam goes up strong, and Lea Donge just happens to be out of position and fouls her.
6 points for Dulcie Van Kamp in this game for Cameroon. He's up to 5 rebounds.
She's been playing very consistent, having double-doubles in multiple games. In the last game, she had 12 points and 10 rebounds for Cameroon.
Veloso wants to go to the baseline. Puts the ball back out. Mukauro. Chiziane goes to the bucket.
Mozambique is not even looking inside to Leah Donge. She's posting up and had multiple mismatches, and she continues to fight. And hopefully in the next opportunity, Mozambique can see her posting up.
Missed opportunity there for Jessica Thomas. Veloso. Joachim is back on the floor. Veloso against Tianchu. There's contact and nothing is called there. Jessica Thomas tries to take on Leah Donge. Communicates there with Van Kamp. Another 1-2 step, but the ball is shot. Veloso finds Leah Donge. Takes on Silatsa, turns around, and a beautiful finish there from Leah Donge.
Finally, they got her the ball in her money-maker position as Leah Donge has 6 points for Mozambique.
They had you right, Iffy. Just from here, Tianchu fouled, and that will go to Ingvild Mukauro. Her second personal foul here in this game. And let's look at the replay there. Tianchu had bitten Veloso, but there's contact there from Mukauro. And that's 2 team fouls inside 4 minutes of the third quarter here for Mozambique.
For Cameroon, this would just be their 4th attempt at the free throw line in today's game.
And they are 4 for 4 on the free throw line. Comes shot.
I thought you said you were going to stop calling it.
I will stop. Francisco, ball swatted away by Marina Ewodo. There's nowhere to go here. There's no space. And can see Joachim tried to use her left hand there against Ewodo, but the ball is swatted away. Mozambique. Stefani Chiziane finds Leah Donge. The ball is stolen there thanks to Silatsa. Jessica Thomas finds Tianchu on the baseline. That looked very good, but she picks her own rebound. Jessica Thomas goes for the 3, and we have a 10th three-pointer here for the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon.
The way that they've come to shoot in this game is a mimic of how they shot well in yesterday's game, as they have no fear, and Mozambique is just letting them shoot their shot.
Francisco blocked again by Ewodo, denied. Cameroon now have the momentum. Cameroon, Tianchu finds Silatsa under the bucket, and there's a foul. Could go to Mukauro there.
That was a great pass from Tianchu to find Silatsa diving to the basket.
Well, look at the bounce pass there from, and for Silatsa, she likes to play hard and physical, but doesn't make it count. She'll have another opportunity on the free throw line. She breathes in, uses her 10 seconds, and misses her first one. 9 points for Cameroon in this third quarter, 10 for Mozambique, 5 rebounds for Silatsa. And she misses the first one, yet to score points in this one. Ingvild Mukauro. Pressure on the ball there from Mfono. Stefani Chiziane Tries to use it as a baseline, and there's a foul that has been called. And it will be Jessica Thomas's first personal foul here today. Inbound for Mozambique. Lea Donge takes on Silatsa. Makes the step back, and yet another jumper for her.
That is Lea Donge's move every single time in the middle of the floor. That fake step back as she shoots that 15-foot jumper.
15-point game here. And extra points for Cameroon here, thanks to Jessica Thomas. She's up to 16 points. Leading all scorers on the floor. Ingvild Mokaro. Veloso. Mokaro drives on the inside, finds Veloso. One-legged attempt. Ingvild Mokaro with the putback. And it is a shot clock violation.
She's just working hard in every position, in every play, but nothing is falling for her. As you see Thomas with 16 points, as she goes behind the back, shimmy shakes, and goes down the middle, passes for red jersey, and Lea Donge just does that fake step back and shoots her 15-foot shot.
Cameroon, Jessica Thomas attempts another three-pointer, and she makes it 5 3-pointers here for Cameroon in this single game, and she could just literally be the difference here today.
I mean, she had 24 points and 5 assists in her game yesterday, and she understands what it is to represent Cameroon. You could see her statistic quarter by quarter as she has 18 points in today's game.
20-point game here, and Jessica Thomas has scored 19. The difference for Ahmed Mbombo Njoya's team. But look at the way she squares up. The defense is let there from Mozambique, and the ball hits the rim first, goes up into the air, and finds its range.
Anuxa de lado. Vamos recuperar a equipa, tá? Conta Anuxa de lado, tá? Yolanda aqui dentro, tá bem? Com Silvia e Xanai aqui dentro. Ingvild descansa. Tá? Entramos no black, o inside dentro. Vilma apanha os passos mais curtos. Tu flutua lateralmente. No ataque jogamos 4 end-off, tá? Vamos lá. 4 end-off. 4 end-off, pelo amor. 3, 2, 1. 4 end-off, do lado da Vilma, tá bem? Vamos.
13 assists for Cameroon just shows you how much they've been sharing that ball. There's no selfishness with the team, but Jessica Thomas, 10 points, 67% from the three-point line in just this quarter. She beats Lea Donge on this particular possession to drown that three-pointer and continue to find her rhythm here in this game. Cameroon. Eduardo, once again, from the three-point line. Veloso in the right place to pick that rebound under the rim. Mozambique. Vilma Kovane. Hulda Joachim tries to get the ball past Fono, but she steals it. Tienchu gets the foul and backs it, and you can see what it means to her on the floor there.
She's been playing great, coming off that bench, contributing. Tenchi taking it strong to the basket, and she has 5 points in today's game.
They're scoring from all cylinders here. Cameroon on the free throw line. They can shoot from range. They're driving into the paint, and everything seems to be working for Ahmed Mbombo Njoya's team, Mozambique. 22-point game here. Vilma Kovane gets to Francisco. Shania Pinto on the baseline. Fex Beleka gets the ball back. Francisco. Silvia Veloso squares up to attempt the 3 points. And no one is there to pick the rebound from Mozambique.
Mozambique not in the flow offensively, but that's because Cameroon has put them to the test and has been putting pressure on them since the first minute of today's game.
Tianchu loses the ball there. She tries to get it to Fancam, but it doesn't work out. There's a change on the floor. Veloso goes off. In comes Zita. Veloso today, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for Mozambique. Zita. Lea Donge. Shania Pinto. Drives and attacks the defense. The ball rolls off the rim and Cameroon regain the ball.
Pinto's attack, she's just trying to do something on the offensive end as we see Mozambique in a high 2-3 zone.
Marina Ewodo tries to beat the 2-3 zone. Great ball movement there. And here it is, Beleka with yet another 3-pointer here. They're really working well as a well-oiled machine here, the Cameroonians.
Oh, they are shooting their shots with confidence in this game and playing on the defensive end as Beleka has 11 points today, and she just got that steal.
12 3-pointers here for Cameroon today. Everything is dropping for them, and it's a foul on Fono. It will be shooting 2.
When Mozambique has been in a zone defense, they have not been able to get out on shooters in this game, as Cameroon has just been lighting it up on that 3-point line. They have 12 made threes in this game, and as you see the coach on the TV screen here.
30.6 seconds. Good rebound there from Dulcie Fancam. Tianchu finds Beleka, and there's a walk that has been called here. 4 for 10 on the free throw line for Cameroon, but they've really found their range from the 3-point line, as we see a change on the floor. Nilsa Chiziane coming on for the first time in this game, replaces Lea Donge. Mozambique. Zita beats Fancam. Doesn't get the range that she was looking for here.
We've seen so many of those shots from Mozambique just not go in as the quarter just ended.
End of the third quarter there. 56 for Cameroon, 31 for Mozambique, and you can see the indomitable Lionesses happy with their performance so far, high-fiving each other. And as you said, 12 3-pointers here from 23 attempts, 52.17%. That's just impressive, and the numbers,
I mean, they don't lie. 52% for Cameroon and just 20 for Mozambique from the free-throw line. But they have gone to the, 3-point line, but they've gone to the free-throw line 10 times in this game. And the third quarter's plays, you could see here Jo Kim spotting up on that three-pointer and nailing and making her first shots of the game, as Jessica Thomas does what she does best and is the floor general of Cameroon. And Chiziane, again, started that quarter and launched that 3 as she has 8 points in this game. And Fancam just going up aggressive against Lea Donge, as she has contributed to this team with 7 points. Again, Jessica Thomas shooting over Leah Donge and drills that three, and she's leading the way with 19 points. And Leah doing as much as she can, 8 points in today's game, but just not enough. But they have 10 more minutes to come out here and spark some flames.
Good hustle play there from Jessica Thomas. She's done an incredible job here today, and great support there from Tianchu as she goes to the bucket. There was defense there from Mozambique, but she does enough to get the 2 extra points for Cameroon. Now you can download the Courtside 1891 app and you'll find live streams of games, schedules, and everything happening across the FIBA family, including the FIBA Women's AfroBasket here in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire on the west coast of Africa.
Cameroon is starting this half with 17 points from turnovers in this game as they lead the way 56-31 with 10 minutes left.
We've seen 1 lead change here in this game, but it's been all Cameroon. And here we go. Last quarter here. Last time that these 2 teams play in this competition. Nilsa Chiziane finds Zita. Dulcie Fankam with yet another rebound here for Cameroon. She's up to 11 points, Dulcie Fankam. Beleka. There's pressure on Cameroon. Dulcie Fankam, the time she gets the ball, there's 2 women on her. And Silatsa almost gets her first points in this game, but the ball bounces off the rim.
They've been facilitating the ball, playing team defense as they have 15 assists in this game so far.
Nilsa Chiziane turns around. The ball falls right in front of Beleka. Jessica Thomas with her 19 points, 4 assists. Continuing to be the playmaker here for Cameroon. Marina Ewodo. Fankam puts the ball down and they lose the possession. Good defense there from Mozambique.
That's a great way to start this 4th quarter for Mozambique, playing great defense.
Mozambique, they've really struggled throughout this game. They scored 8 points in the first, 11 in the second, 12 in the third. But if they want to win this game, they'll have to put up more numbers than that on the baseline.
They're shooting 25% from 2s, and that's just not enough as Cameroon just had amazing defense and Beleka going and laying the ball up.
It is great stuff there from Cameroon. Got the ball on the other side, great defense, the rebound, and they open up this game now. 17 chances that they've had here.
There's no rush for Cameroon. They're running their sets. They're taking time off the clock.
Marina Ewodo. Once again, Beleka on top of the key. There's a double team. Jessica Thomas picks up the ball, finds Fankam on the baseline, but she's unable to get her hands onto that ball. You can see the smile here in Jessica Thomas.
Oh, that would have been a highlight right there for Fankam when you see Jessica does a no-look pass for Fankam, but just falls off of her body, and now it's Mozambique's ball.
That's a player you would love to play with, Ify, I know.
Absolutely.
Zita, 27-point game. Shania Pinto looking for movement inside the paint. Tries to go past Fankam. It's a foul on Silatsa.
Pinto was the one that came into that second half trying to put something for Mozambique. She has 4 points and 2 rebounds. She tries on defense. She's long, athletic. She's a big guard, so her attacking that basket is giving them momentum that they need as Fankam has 3 fouls.
Shania Pinto misses the first one. She's Played every game here for Mozambique. This is her 6th game in the competition. She makes the second one there.
Mozambique down 26 points as you see them here in a full court press against Cameroon.
26-point difference here. Beleka looking to hunt here. Finds Marina Ewodo. She drives in. She's yet to score from the paint here today. Shania Pinto takes matters into her own hands, but the ball just doesn't go in the right place that she wanted. Mfono finds Jessica Thomas. Beleka on the baseline. Stefania Chiziane with the steal. Gets it to her sister.
If they would see right now, Jessica Thomas is guarding Pinto. She should be on the block, posting up and taking advantage of that mismatch.
Stefania Chiziane there. And it is considered a jump ball. The ball will go to Cameroon. And let's look at the replay there. She tries to make the one to stay, and Ewodo picks up the ball. There's a jump ball. Vilma gets her hands on it. It's actually Mfono. 3 changes here for Mozambique. Veloso, Lea Donge, Ingvild Mukaro, Camon, Zita, and Vilma Kovane comes off, as well as Chanaya Pinto. Cameroon. Mfono, Ewodo. Jessica Thomas tries to go on the inside. The ball is stolen there by Ingvild Mukaro. Lea Donge takes on Silatsa once again, tries the jumper, doesn't work out. Ingvild Mukaro attempts the 3, and Silatsa is the only player there to get the rebound.
Great defensive execution from Cameroon.
Good defense there from Mukaro, but a foul is called, and that will be her 4th personal foul, actually.
You can see her trying to get over the screen, but ends up fouling. And she just checked into the game. She's received her 4th foul. Just not playing the way that she wanted to play. She has 3 points. She's one of the veterans for Mozambique, but let's see how she continues with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left in this game.
Mfono. Jessica Thomas takes the jumper. Ball is picked up by Silvia Veloso. Stefania finds Lea Donge, and that will be called as a foul. Great defense there from Mfono.
You see here Jessica Thomas a bit shaken up from the previous play.
It looks like her foot is hurt, but she stepped on the shoe of Lea Donge after attempting the shot.
She kind of rolled it on the foot. We hope that she's okay as she walks towards the bench.
Tianchu is back. Jessica Thomas has been the standout player here for Cameroon with her 19 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals here today. Beleka fakes on the right, but the ball ends up in Fancam's hands. Beleka finds Fancam again inside the paint, turns around, out to Tianchu. Attempts another 3 points. And Forno thought that she was doing the right thing to correct. There's a foul on Chiziane.
4 offensive rebound in that sequence for Cameroon, as they're not letting up no matter what the score looks like. They understand the assignment, and it's to play from beginning to end, as Fancam is going to shoot 2 baskets.
Dulcie Fancam plays in Serbia. for Zvezda and averaging 10.2 points in this competition, 7.8 rebounds, 2.2 assists. One of the important players here for Cameroon.
She's just a very consistent player, always showing up on the offensive end and the defensive end for Cameroon, as Veloso has 4 fouls.
Mozambique miss another opportunity to turn things around here. Beleka. Emedi attempts over Leah. Tenchu. Beleka once again studying the situation. Good steal there from Mukauro. Very impressive defense here by Mozambique. Leah Donge finds Mukauro. Stefani Chiziane. Donge with the rebound for the putback. Second chance points counted on the board.
And that is the ball movement you want to see from Mozambique. 4 red jerseys touch the ball. Movement, fast pace is what they want as Leah Donge gets that rebound, as she has 10 points for Mozambique.
16 steals here in this competition for Ingvild Mukauro to lead all the players in tournament play. But let's look at the leaders here. The sharp shooting from Cameroon, 19 points for Jessica Thomas, 13 for Beleka. Marina Ewodo, the captain, with 12 points. 3 players in double digits here for Cameroon.
And we know that one of the keys to the game for them is when 4 players are in double digits, they do well, as they have forced 21 points from turnovers in this game, and they are playing well as a team and leading the way.
It is a fantastic performance here from Cameroon. They've done everything humanly possible to try and win the game, and of course limiting Mozambique to 34 points with 4 minutes to play in the last quarter just shows you how well they've done. But 5 3-pointers for Jessica Thomas on your screen for Cameroon has been a standout performance here today. Beleka finds Marina Ewodo. Fancamp with a turnaround there. Beleka once again takes the 3-pointer. It comes off the glass. And there's a tussle for the ball and shot clock violation.
Mozambique has about 3 minutes to play hard to the end in this game and just play as a team, move the ball, have some fun out there at this point. This is a qualification round for 5th and 6th place. They've been here, they know what to do. So hopefully they can chomp at the scoreboard and just get stops and scores, stops and scores, stops and scores.
Easier said than done, Ifi. But 1 for 10 from the field for Mozambique in this quarter, 1 for 8 for Cameroon in this quarter, which explains why Cameroon has scored just 4 points in this quarter, 1 more than Mozambique's 3. Ingvild Mukauro from the baseline. There's a bit of contact there on the ball as it left her hands. And the ball will go into the hands of Cameroon. Well, Marina Ewodo looks like she's in pain there. She'll need a break. 12 points, 8 rebounds. 2 rebounds away from a double-double here. But let's look at what hit her. Looks like the arm of Leah Donge. As she goes off, in comes Maeva Mfono, second Cameroonian player to go to the bench there from a slight injury. Tenchu, Emedi looks for her wrench, gets the ball back in the hands of Beleka. There's help from Dulcie Fancam with the screen, goes through the middle, back on the outside. Mfono the ball is lost there for the Cameroonians.
Mozambique is not letting up on defense as they just forced a turnover.
Eduardo getting treatment there from the medical team of Cameroon. Mozambique once again trying to increase some points there. Dulcie Van Cam with the swat there tells Chanaya Pinto, not here, not today.
When Pinto comes in the game, she's always finding a way to bring some energy for Mozambique, and she's just a great spark for this Mozambique team.
34 points for Mozambique in 4 quarters here against Cameroon in the battle for 5th place. Veloso finds Ingvild Mokauro. Tries to take on Beleka. Shot clock violation.
Just good defense for Cameroon to stay persistent in this game.
60 for Cameroon, 34 for Mozambique. Ball goes to Mozambique now. Francisco. Ball is rebounded there by Emedi. And Cameroon just continue to move the ball around. Ball is stolen there. Chanaya Pinto finds Francisco. Fails to connect. Pinto. Veloso. Francisco. Ball gets back into the hands of Cameroon here. Tianchu to the basket. Throws it out to Mfono. Mozambique with the rebound. .80 seconds to go to the end of this game. Lea Donge is a foul from Silatsa. It's a matchup we've been keeping an eye on all game.
Yeah, we see here Lea Donge is not giving up as she was back to the basket, posting up against Silatsa as she goes to the free throw line.
Changes on the free throw line, on the floor now for Cameroon as Sema Eka comes on for the first time in competition alongside Cynthia Williams Amayaba in this game.
Everyone on Cameroon has got into this game to play, and you like to see that, and like to see that's a great way that they are ending this tournament.
Absolutely. Sema Eka plays her club basketball for Overdose Upstation Basketball Club in Cameroon. And Cynthia Amayaba as well getting her first minutes, plays for the University de Douala in the commercial capital of Cameroon. But the numbers here, Mozambique, Lea Donge with the 10 points, Chiziane with the 8, and Chanaya Pinto with 5.
As they come out here, Mozambique just needs to play hard for the next minute and 15 seconds in this game, as they have given it their all in this tournament. They should be proud of how they played. Both teams should. Won 3 games, lost 2 games. Cameroon won 3 games, lost 2 games in this tournament. And the fight is not over, but Lea Donge is on the free throw line.
7th AfroBasket competition here for Lea Donge. She's been the face of basketball in her country. 11 points today, 7 rebounds, and just one of the players that have tried to lift Mozambique in this game.
And she has done so as they turn over, as Cameroon turnovers the ball. Silly foul, but again, another opportunity for Mozambique here in the late fourth quarter.
75 seconds to play. Another change on the floor. This could be it for the players that have done so much to try and get going. Vilma Covani back on. Francisco, Joaquim Hulda.
Now all players from Mozambique have played in this game, and again, you really like to see that's a great way to end regardless of score.
Yes, as Bruna Argelio gets her first minutes here. Mozambique lose the ball. Sema Eka trying to get involved here, getting a feel of the game. I mean, 1 minute to play. You cannot blame her for trying to get things going.
I think both teams are happy to see their young ones on the court getting some minutes in this tournament, as both teams have their young players on.
Beautiful shot there for Mozambique to go up to 38 points with less than a minute to go here. Tianchu plays for Kepler in the Rwandan League. Kipo from the top of the key, attacks the defense from the best line there. Cynthia Amayaba, Kipo with the ball, saves it. And Vilma Covani looks to be in a lot of pain there. And let's look at the replay here. Kipo tries to attack the basket, and it seems that Vilma fell on her own.
She rolled her ankle on her own teammate's foot in that play that you just saw as she grabs her ankle, and we hope that she's okay. You want to see the young ones come out and play, but you never want to see a player leave injured.
Especially in the last 31 seconds of the game. Well, we wish her a quick recovery there. Smiles on the face of the Cameroonian bench. They've done a good job today, but Vilma trying to go to the bench.
Just not what you want to see at the end of a game like this, but we hope that she's okay. As there's 31 seconds left in this fourth quarter, the classification round for 5th and 6th place of this year's 2025 Women's AfroBasket.
She's averaged 14 minutes here for Mozambique. As we go into the last seconds of this game. Shot clock violation there. Mozambique, Stefani Chiziane, full court press from Cameroon. Chanaya Pinto. Pressure from Tianchu. Goes for the attempt, makes it count for Mozambique.
As Pinto has 11 points in today's game, as they should just run the clock.
Turnover there for Cameroon, 4.6 seconds in the fourth quarter. 4.6 seconds left for both of these teams in this competition. Mozambique, Chanaya Pinto will try to score here in the last second of the game. And there it is, félicitations, congratulations to Cameroon, who emerged victorious with 60 points to 40 of Mozambique here. They finish 5th in this FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2025 in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire.
What a game for Cameroon and how they led this tournament. You see Jessica Thomas and the smile of Cameroon as they win this game, and they battle to the end as they take 5th place.
The indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon were outstanding today. They led with 11 points after the first quarter. They had 7 more points in the second there against this Mozambican tie. But for Jessica Thomas, with the proud flag of Cameroon, 19 points, 4 assists, and it means so much for this very young Cameroonian side.
You see them cheering, happy that they've done what they've done as a team. They won 3 games, they lost 3 games, make that 4 games in this game today, but just the way that they played, they faced adversity in this tournament, and they came up on top to win the 5th place.
That is 1 place above where they finished in the 2023 edition in Kigali. They were 3rd at home, walked away with the bronze medal in Yaoundé in 2021, but the smiles on their faces here, Cameroon, and AKA, of course, Le Continent, as they like to call themselves. The fans are happy. The coach, Ahmed Mbombonjoya, would have loved to go to the semifinals and challenge for the title. Spoke to him before the game, and he said that they will definitely be back with a bang, this very young Cameroonian side.
Yeah, they're going to have many players come back in 2 years in the 2027 Women's AfroBasket, but right now they celebrate as they won 5th place, as this great young team has a future ahead of them.
Absolutely fantastic shooting, sharp shooting for Cameroon. 12 3-pointers here in this game, 3 for Mozambique, but everything just came down to the 15 assists for Cameroon, showing the teamwork that they were able to establish.
And also the 47 rebounds for Cameroon with the 39 for Mozambique. And here are the top scorers: Thomas, 19, Belaka, 13, the captain, Ewudo, with 12 for Cameroon, as Mozambique led the way, 12 for Leah Donge, Pinto had 9, and then the next one was Chizani with 8. You see the smiles, you see the flag raised, you see the dancing from the fans. They're happy that they have come to play.
Congratulations once again to Cameroon. Such a dynamic and versatile team here in the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. They did everything possible to try and get to the top 4 on the continent, but the fans, they loved every step of this team. They got wins against South Sudan, against Angola, against Cote d'Ivoire, the hosts, and here against Mozambique, and this is how they made it happen.
It started with Belaka first in the first quarter, and here in the 4th, as she goes up for that layup when she stole and turned out and got the steal, and she ended up with 13 points. You see here the offensive rebound for Leah Donge, as she is just a workhorse. She just never stops.
She uses her body and physicality inside the paint, Leah Donge, to try and give her team second chance opportunities here. She had that matchup against Dulcie Fankam, and Fankam on this particular possession blocking Chanaya Pinto, telling her, not here, not today, get out of here, as the defense also played a key role for Cameroon.
Cameroon's defense was amazing today, as they just not let up, and you see here Pinto taking that opportunity to pull up on 15-foot as she brought the energy off of the bench, scoring 9 points for Mozambique today. And you see Jessica Thomas just all smile, understanding her second Women's AfroBasket, representing Cameroon, led the way for her team with 19 points today.
Celebration there for Cameroon across the country, in Yaoundé, Douala, Bafoussam, Garoua, and across the entire country. They will celebrate this 5th place finish as we end this classification game. Goodbye for now.